One reason why some players hate the Elite Deep Archimedia is that you'll need to equip random loadout to help increase the reward tiers in the new hard game mode. Aside from this, you'll need to activate debuffs that further increase the tier rewards, but make the mission harder, especially with the random loadout. You might end up with no choice but to equip those mastery rank fodder weapons or even those Warframes that you haven't invested time on leveling or modding yet. For the developers, this is the only way to make hard content while not destroying the power fantasy of Warframe. If they want to balance things and make the hard content experience better, then probably they will lower the power creep in the game, which is hard to do since this is one of the reasons also that players are playing the game. Space Mom even addressed this, saying that it will be hard to add endgame content because of the power creep, hence the only way to make hard content is to take out some of your Warframe powers. This was done in the Duviri Paradox update, and it creeps its way to the new Elite Deep Archimedia. While it does offer challenge, but still I can't deny the fact that the new hard mode mission is still easy, and players can just challenge themselves by doing the whole mission solo. Some other things that make the Elite Deep Archimedia easy is that you can use other stuff in the game mode which makes the whole mission easier. Since you can't control both your Warframe and weapons loadout, you can rely on companions and pick the best ones to accompany you in your mission. Arm Prime, Hounds, the Doriga Sentinel, the Nautilus, the Vulfaphyla, or even the Carrier Prime Sentinel will be valuable to your Elite Deep Archimedia run, as these companions can offer survivability or even crowd control to modding Sentinel weapons with either cold or radiation. But we are not going to talk just about companions in this video, as they just give you a portion of convenience doing the hard game mode in Warframe. Even if we are stripped of power because of the random loadout, do remember that we still have other options such as Spectres and On-Call Crew, which helps in Elite Deep Archimedia. Believe it or not, these items which you can equip in your gear wheel right now are very useful in the Elite Deep Archimedia. In team composition, even in public queues, players are utilizing Spectres and the On-Call Crew to help them clear all the missions in the new game mode. The only problem with On-Call Crew though is that it lasts only for 3 minutes and you can summon them after 10 minutes. This might be bothersome, but the reality is that 3 minutes is already helpful for the team, especially if all of you have an On-Call Crew. Take, for example, if you have a debuff that hinders you from casting abilities until you kill a specific number of enemies, then your team can rely on your on-call crew to exterminate enemies, especially if you don't have a good weapon in your loadout. When it comes to weapon, I always use the Kuvazar modded with the normal damage, critical chance, and element combo. Remember that galvanized mods don't work, as well as weapon arcanes for the weapon of your on-call crew. The good thing though is you can pick a max rank combat on-call crew and somehow can get another perk in the elite version that grants 150% critical chance. This boosts your weapon damage, and the Kuvazar just hits hard while it is being used by your crew. When it comes to survivability, Warframes with healing such as Wisp or even Overguard coming from Dante can help you on call crew survive and slaughter enemies in the Elite Deep Archimedia. Do take note that it's not just in the new hard game mode, but you can also combo Wisp and your on-call crew as a reliable killer and exterminate missions. With the heal and fire rate mode, your crew can both survive and hit faster even in Steel Path levels. The best part is that you can also summon Spectres, and while some would say that those ancient healers are the best for survivability, I prefer those Warframe Spectres which can replicate your weapon loadout and the Warframe you are using. You can combine the on-call crew for killing and a Warframe Spectre that can help the whole team survive, and there are two options for the Spectres. In my opinion, the best Spectres to have are either Wisp or Dante. Wisp is great since she can cast her motes, and as well as her Breach Surge almost every time. However, the reservoir is random, and there are times wherein she can cast multiple variants of one reservoir, and you would need to wait for the fire rate or health, which are the best when it comes to supporting the team. However, I think Dante is the best Spectre in the game to use in Elite Deep Archimedia, as the Warframe has this pattern wherein he casts Light Verse, then his Noctua, and then Dark Verse for damage. And get this, the Warframe can also cast Final Verse, and in fact, Triumph is cast most frequently, granting players up to 15,000 Overguard regardless of enemy level. Granted, Overguard total can be repaired on a kill while the ability is active. He also semi-frequently grants Word Warden to allies in range for 45 seconds, but will not summon Noctua copy for itself. And finally, Page Flight is cast occasionally by the Spectre also, but it seems that Dante as a Spectre can't cast Dark Verse consecutive times. However, I don't mind the damage, as the Spectre is a great support, especially with the Light Verse being cast mostly when the Spectre is damaged. Now, there are levels to Spectres, and the best is the Cosmic Spectre. The good news is that these items can easily be farmed in normal Star Chart mission. The blueprints necessary to build Spectres are automatically rewarded by rescue missions upon completion, with the type of blueprint dropped depending on the node that was played and how many points were acquired. In total, 3 points can be attained in a mission, 1 point for rescuing the target, another point for not triggering the execution sequence in the process, and 1 more point for killing all the wardens. When it comes to farming cosmic specters, I usually go to the rescue mission in Pluto, but level 25 or higher rescue mission will also work for this. Also, bring a cipher for easy hacking, or you could just bring a stealth Warframe to hack consoles, kill the wardens, and rescue the target without triggering the alarm. In my case, I just go with Mesa to kill all the wardens fast, and since I have a Paragon mod that allows me to be invisible after hacking a console, I usually don't get detected by wardens and can kill them fast without triggering any alarms. After that, I just use my cipher to hack the console, rescue the operatives, and get to extraction. This will always reward me with cosmic specters, and once I have enough, I just select Dante as my main Warframe, and then a bunch of weapons. I am not recommending specific weapons here because specters only copy the frame and weapons, and they don't factor in any of your mods. Augments will not affect specters either, so Steinax with the Final Stand augment won't be a good option if you are asking. I also suggested a cosmic specter since they are 10 levels higher than the enemies when they spawn, giving them more survivability, as remember, the mods you have don't work with specters, so you'll be relying mostly on the level of your specter to survive. With Dante and your on-call crew, you can make the elite deep Archimedia a lot easier, and if your team have these specters in your loadout, then the mission will be an absolute cakewalk. So that's all about it. Now go try this out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video. Squad Leader, signing off.